not as big as it used to be. Anyway, the game's starting, so let's do it. Let's see what's going on here. Tech in-game. Let's go to the in-game scene and welcome you guys to a 4 versus 4 community game being played here on Voobly. And we're going to just chat off here so we don't see these spectator messages. I'm going to turn the graphs off because they're taking up like 90% of the screen. And introduce the players, introduce the game, talk about what we're going to be seeing right here. So 4v4 community game. I believe it's on Mega Random. Though apparently it's Baltic. What? This is okay. I don't know why they're playing on Baltic. I have no idea. I thought they were going to play on Mega Random. For some reason, they're playing on Baltic. But this does not look like Baltic, really. This is kind of a very, very weird looking Baltic. Is this actually, like, seriously, what is going on with this map? Look at this. What is it? Looks like a freaking octopus. What is this? It's such a mess. Everything is such a mess when it comes to streaming Age of Empires 2 today. I have no idea what's going on. For some reason, this is just ridiculous. But anyway, it looks like we're going to be seeing a lot of action on the water this game, since the flanks are going to be incredibly easy to wall up. You can see how this is kind of like Baltic, but the fucking hell. Like, just look at this. Like, poor Do You Like That? I don't know who this guy is, but he's certainly not going to like having his town center squashed between hordes of galleons, as well as Tilly as well. This water here, galleons on this, galleons here, both are TCs at risk. Like, this is not nice. This is horrible. But hey, that's fine. Let's introduce the players. Gamisha, down to the south of the map in the blue. He's playing as the Chinese. To his right, that's his enemy. That is also his enemy. Did these guys actually listen? Jeez. Face palming so hard right now. You know what I said? I said, guys, you should do a 4v4 on Mega Random. That's what I asked for, right? I said to them, do a 4v4 Mega Random. So what do? They do a free-for-all on Baltic. It's not even a 4v4. It's a free-for-all. So they're all like, Alt-G, look at the team colors here. Gamisha versus the world. So down to the south of the map, Gamisha's playing as the Chinese. He doesn't have an ally because everyone's against everyone else. To his right, Quater. He's playing in the red as the Teutons. To the right of him, Orange, playing as the Celts. And literally to the north of Orange, just to the north of him, in the grey, Tilly playing as the Goths. These guys, I feel bad for them. They're so close together. One of them is going to end up out of the game. That is for sure. Up to the very north of the map, Foghorn TV playing as the Mines in the purple. Up to the northwest, in the yellow, Mod 3000 playing as the Spanish. And down to the west of the map, in the green, we've got Kalis playing as the Turks. Last but not least, southwest of the map, in the teal, we've got Flowrider playing as the Persians. But that explains the map, doesn't it? That explains the map. Why is the map so messed up? Because it's a free-for-all and it's not actually generated properly. And I feel so bad for Orange, because even though this is Baltic, and even though the whole idea of Baltic is to have a lake in the middle of the map, Orange is on a freaking island, basically. He is on an island, with the only connection to anywhere outside of his island being through his enemy's town center. So this is going to be exciting. This is going to be interesting. But I certainly do find this exciting. It's rather fitting. It's a water map, and the water actually looks a little bit like Cthulhu, which is rather cool. And I can get behind that. It's going to be a good game. But it does seem like they've also, just to throw some more confusion out there, just to put some more spanners in the works that is this game, they've also put open diplomacy. So it's actually a free-for-all with diplomacy, and that means that all the players can decide if they want to be friends or enemies, and you know, we can just see what's going on using the team colors. So already looking at Gamisha, we can see he's made 2 allies, Flowrider and Foghorn TV. Obviously the guy to his left is Flowrider. He's allied up with Gamisha here, and he's got Foghorn TV on his team, who is on the opposite side of the map. And I guess they're going to work together to perhaps try and win the water. Now Quater, he's got no allies just yet. He's on his own. And he's the guy down to the southwest. This is such a pain in the butt to figure out what's going on. Tilly's been doing good with his diplomacy so far. He's actually made alliance with Do You Like That? So these guys are not going to go to war. Not yet, anyway. They're going to be working together here, and it makes sense since both of them could cause so much damage to the other since they're so close. They've allied up, and Tilly's also allied up with Mod 3000 up here, and he's also allied up with Do You Like That? Sorry, Kalis, who are both off to the west of the map. So let's have a look. Mod 3000 then, who's he teamed up with? Well, so far, everybody. He's allied with everybody, because why not? Mod 3000 here is just like, yep, we're going to be allies with everyone. Not necessarily allied back, but he's at least tried. He's just gone, right, I'll be everyone's ally. I'll just, I'll be passed around. You can use me and abuse me. But it's okay, because I'm gonna be doing some shrewd diplomacy later on. Mod 3000, look at that. Anyway, moving on, Kalis right here, allied currently with Mod 3000, so these two are mutual allies. And off to the right side of the map, allied with Tilly as well. Moving on, Foghorn TV, allied with nobody. But he is, however, neutral with everybody. He's neutral to them all, apart from now. It's literally just updated. This just in, news just in. Foghorn TV allied with Gamisha and also Kalis. But seriously, to try and keep up with the diplomacy in an 8-player game, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. Do You Like That? Allied with the guys in the north, and Flowrider allied with just one player, and that's Gamisha down to the south. Really, are we bothered about who's allied with who right now? I don't think so. It's going to be way too difficult to keep up with it as this goes on. We're just going to see and figure out who's fighting who, and try and work it out as we go along here. But anyway, everybody is kind of very messed up right here. Some players complaining about the lack of sheep. Gamisha certainly having a sheep famine at the moment. He's got no sheep on his map because you know what happens when you generate the map like this, when you go for a free-for-all on a map like Baltic. Weird stuff happens, and Gamisha ending up with no sheep. He has, however, he's got deer access. There's deer over on this left side. He could take a double deer patch over there, double dunk in the deer over on the left side, but he's not actually built a mill out there yet. Instead, he's clustering around the berries, which is probably not the best idea, Gamisha. But I think he'll build a mill once he's got the wood for it. He's also, bear in mind, making fishing ships as well. But you've got to think on this map, there's so much water in the middle, so much need to go for the water on this map, especially since it's generated like this. Players don't want to overinvest into fish to then have them wiped away when some galleys come along, when one player does a fast feudal. Two players are up to the feudal age already. That's Mod 3000, and so far, playing very passively, not actually making a third or a second dock. He's currently just on the one, adding in a galley, and he's got his eco very much set up for land here. And I guess, Baltic, not typically a land map, but since everybody is your enemy, or potentially your enemy, you're going to end up in a situation where land attacks could be a lot more common and a lot more seen, I suppose. I guess that's the same as common. I don't know. I was looking for another word, couldn't find it. Ended up saying the same thing twice. What you gonna do? We've also got, who else? Foghorn and Quater up to the feudal age. Foghorn TV here, not making anything from this dock. It looks like he's gonna try and fast castle, to be honest with you. He is basically in New Zealand right now. He has got all the sheep in the world. I think somehow Gamisha's sheep lunged off the edge of the map and they ended up over here on the opposite side, and Foghorn's managed to pick them up. So he's got plenty of food left at the moment, and he should be able to fast castle comfortably. Whether or not that's a good idea, I don't know, but he's walling up the right side. He's not going to be attacked early on here. I think he's going to be okay, unless, of course, someone comes on the water and screws things up for him. Quater, the red player, speaking of screwing things up, we might actually see that in a second. Oh my goodness me, look at that. It's the sheep parade. Ba, 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 ba. What is this? It's a huge volume of sheep just being sent home to Quater. He's hit the motherload out here. Where on earth did he find all them? Where did he get them from? Quater, please tell us your one weird trick to find all of the sheep on the map. Like, how do you do that? It's pretty crazy. But anyway, he's up to the field age. It looks like he's going to fast castle as well. And nobody here seems to be aggressing the water at the moment. The only person to make a galley is Mod 3000 right now, and also Flow Rider. That's it. And I don't know who Flow Rider is actually allied with, but let's see. Alt G, and you'll see he's allied with both of the people directly next to him, both of his neighbors. So Flow Rider here just going to be moving out, see what he can find. It's worth scouting the map and finding your opponent's docks. So, you know, it's worth scouting out here. And Flow Rider's a very good player as well compared to the rest of the players in this game. So I think, you know, Gamisha and Flow Rider possibly favorites to win this already, but Flow Rider should be fast castling quite comfortably, as well as, of course, making some galleys and fishing like crazy at the moment. We can see that the person with the highest population, thanks to the spectator dashboard here, is Flow Rider, and in second place, Gamisha. So that kind of just confirms that I think those two are probably the better players out of the lot. And it also helps that they're neighbors as well. So what I imagine happening here is Flow Rider and Gamisha crushing everybody under their boot. And then they'll turn on one another later on. Maybe they'll backstab each other before that. We'll have to wait and see. But there's certainly going to be a lot of action on the water. And kicking things off with that, we have Flow Rider here with the galleys on the right side coming into Quater's fishing ships. And Quater has no defense in place whatsoever. But he is on the way up to the castle age. So once he gets castle, bring out a couple of fire ships, and it's going to be a lot easier to defend. But you've got to bear in mind at the same time, if he doesn't get water control, if he loses water control, he may have a hard time building new docks. He's only got one dock right now, and if I was Quater, I would be adding more docks very, very quickly. He's also got another enemy right here as well. Do you like that? Also coming by with some galleys right now. And Quater should be getting more docks up. He should be moving his villagers out to take wood. Get these 6 villagers off of berries. Get them on the wood, because he's going to need a lot of wood to make a lot of boats. And that's what it's all about, getting those boats out. Meanwhile, Flow Rider's kind of left Quater alone. He's coming up to the left side, maybe just skimming past Gamisha there, nearly catching him, and moving up. Guys, I'm in the middle of the game. I can't really check the straw poll right now, and given the fact that you're putting Kappa after it, I am only imagining it's probably some troll straw poll anyway, but I will check it in a bit if I get a chance. It's probably about goats, I'm assuming. But anyway, yeah, Flow Rider here. You're going to be able to move up, and the problem with having these little tentacles coming off the center is that whoever's fishing in the tentacles is going to get trapped. And look at this, Mod 3000, where is he going to run? He has nowhere to send those fishing ships apart from out towards the middle of the map and past the galleys, which are plugging the estuary, I suppose you could call it, like up here. Anyway, Castle Age coming in for a few players here. Quater specifically castle right now, and you know, with Gamisha being to his left allied, I think Gamisha is allied back as well. These guys are not going to have an immediate engagement, but Quater here will be making those, well, I was going to say making those fires, but I guess I am wrong. He's going for War Galley instead, but it's okay. He'll be fine with War Galley. I just thought, you know, going for a fast castle into fires, maybe a slightly stronger strat, since you're only dealing with galleys right now, and that's certainly easier to, you know, they're easier to take down with fire ships, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. So anyway, at the moment, there's not a huge amount of action going on. There's only a couple of players really going for the middle, and that certainly seems to be, at this point, Flow Rider and Do You Like That? Do You Like That currently ahead with upgrades, but Flow Rider's got the numbers at this point, so he's going to have the edge in that fight, even with the lack of +2 attack. He's only got +1 right now. Back at home, second TC and third TC coming up for Flow Rider, and that just says to me, you know, he's pretty comfortable with with his position. He's comfortable. He knows that he's looking very strong on the water right now, and he's got a massive score lead over the rest of the players as well. I mean, look at this. He's so far ahead. He's got this huge fish boom going on, so he can actually rely on the fish to make his villagers with, like provide all of his food economy, and then all of his other villagers can go out to wood, and he can just spam the boats in the center of the map. At the end of the stream, we can do goat stuff. Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh. Considering I introduced you guys to the goat thing anyway, don't think twice that I won't be blessing your ears with more goaty action, that's for sure. Poor Quater, though. I feel like Quater's getting a real short straw here. He's sandwiched between blue and orange, and he's just not having a nice time. He's built a stable at the back, and I'm wondering if that was just for his second feudal building. It looks like it is. He's not making any knights or anything to go and raid, but yeah, I kind of feel bad for this guy. He's got Flow Riders mass war galleys on his left side, and then on the right side he's got these war galleys from orange denying his berries and just being a general nuisance. So Quater may be having to fall back off of his little peninsula very soon, and that's, like I say, another problem with having these like tentacles coming off the edge of the map. Makes it really difficult to actually defend your economy when your opponents have 8 ranged war galleys firing at your wood line. What are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing indeed. These villagers are just fodder for Flow Rider right now, and Kuwait's gonna have to, like, I don't know, fall back and move his economy back here, and that's put him really far down at this stage. Kalis is also not in the best position, and I don't really know why. It doesn't look like Kalis has been fighting with anyone. I guess he's just had a pretty rough start. I think he said something about not having any sheep. Well, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Kamisha had no sheep, Kalis had no sheep, but Quater had all of them. So I guess that's expected. But Mod 3000 coming in here, and I'm wondering if he's going to be attacking Kalis right now. He has set himself to ally with everybody. He's currently allied with Kalis. So what I imagine here is Mod 3000 to run through and maybe start raiding Flow Rider. He is his enemy, so I think that would be wise. I think for these guys to maybe look at the scores from every now and then and just see, hang on a minute, look at this. Flow Rider, he's got like 1,000 score more than anybody else right now. Maybe we should go and attack that guy. I think that's what these guys should be looking at the scores and thinking right now, and I think that's what Mod 3000's thinking at this stage. He's thinking, yeah, let's go throw some knights at Flow Rider here and cause them a few problems down at the south of the map, and I think that's a very wise choice. So good on you, Mod, for doing that and leaving your poor ally alone for the time being. I say for the time being, because they're probably going to turn on each other later on. Kalis here, 3 new town centers coming up. He's playing as the Turks, so you know, a huge reliance on gold for him, and he's already asking his ally for markets at the moment, which is going to be a good idea for these guys. If they stay allied and they start trading along this left side of the map, or the north and the west side, that's going to be a really good trade route, because it's actually fairly, I mean, somewhat clear. I think they could trade quite comfortably there, especially if they manage to take out Flow Rider, and he's going to be the big daddy. He's going to be the main focus for these guys. So well played by Mod to actually make this move, and he's coming in with these knights now. Flow Rider, the strongest player in the game by a long way at this point, going to get a little bit of raiding, and that's exactly what we want to see. But at this point, Flow Rider is just massacring everybody's fishing ships. Tilly, the second player in the score, having his fishing ships taken out. Where are the ships, guys? Where are they at? I don't know. And it seems like Tilly's just booming to the Imperial Age here, with 1,200 food and 600 gold in the bank. My question is, will they get the water back? And have they wasted too much time and effort in letting Flow Rider just take the water? Like, it's so easy for him to do that, and you get so much map control and so much value from having that water control. So anyway, Flow Rider's defending with a couple of camels here. Thankfully for him, he built a stable as his second feudal building. He went for a blacksmith and a stable instead of a market and a blacksmith. So he's able to get those camels out to defend a little bit. But it may have thrown, you know, a little bit of a curveball in there. And now he's making 3 more stables on the left side, because believe it or not, Flow Rider has a lot of food income from these fishing ships, and he can actually afford these stables at this stage of the game. But Tilly, I think, you know, quiet but confident up here. He's given up his fishing ships. He's got just 2 left after being brutally battered by Flow Rider on the water. But, you know, actually, no, sorry, I take that back. He has got more ships back here. So he's got a total of 7. Wait, 8, sorry. I can't count. He's got a total of 8 ships. But still, my point is, he's not fought for the water a single bit. What he's doing instead is just booming up like crazy. This was his first town center. and now he's got 2, 3, 4 back here. He's got a huge number of farms. He's got a castle coming up protecting his gold. He's kind of turtling up a little bit, and he's going to be, I believe, the first person to the Imperial Age. In fact, he's the only one to have clicked up. My question is, what's he going to do next? Will he go for a land attack, or will he go for the water here? And we'll have to wait and see. He's playing as the Goths, so perhaps something on the land would be very, very good for him. But let's sit tight and find out. Meanwhile, Flowrider attacking orange. I mean, literally nobody is taking Flowrider out right here. Flowrider's killing everybody on the water, and I'm just getting the feeling like nobody's trying that hard. We see, do you like that orange here with the castle? That's going to be a great way to close this passage and just stop the galleys from coming through. Castles, of course, do massive damage versus ships, so Flowrider not going to want to engage that. He will have a couple more pot shots at Quater, who has now started moving his economy down here, like I said, but he's just never going to feel safe this game until he gets some kind of water control, and it looks like he may go for that. He's making some galleys, and maybe going to go and attack Flowrider in just a moment. So, Foghorn TV or purple here saying, "Yeah, should we go and attack? Should we go and attack yellow and green?" Maybe not the best idea. I mean, they're saying, "Should we crush them?" I think they're feeling pretty confident, quietly confident here, but I'm not sure if that would be the best choice at the moment. I don't know. Flowrider's just so far ahead, it's kind of scary. But I think the one to watch right now is Tilly. What is he doing? I hear barracks going up, and obviously he's playing as the Goths. And it looks like this could be an indication right now with these barracks up at the north side of the map. Huskarls coming out, and no upgrades at the blacksmith, but he can certainly afford them. He can certainly afford perfusion, and he's already got anarchy, so conscription coming in. Perfusion should be next. Or actually, since he's going for this elite Huskarl, of course, and he's just preparing up in the north side of the map. Look at this. It's a single palisade wall, and that could be devastating when you consider the Foghorn TV is playing as the Mayans, and what do the Goths counter better than nearly any other civ in the game? Definitely the Mayans. So, Tiffs, I can't say your name. I don't know how you're supposed to even say that, but this will probably be the last game of the evening. Yeah, it's probably going to be a long one, and I'm supposed to end the stream in 2 minutes, but that is not going to happen since clearly we are going to be overextending a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. Since we had such a crap start to the stream, the least I could do is do a little bit of overtime here. I say overtime, it's really not overtime, you know what I mean. I'm just kidding, but obviously, least I can do is stream for longer, since we we wasted like an hour at the start of the stream, basically, getting AoE2 to work and failing 5 times in a row. Anyway, look at this. Elite Huskarls coming in hot. Foghorn TV, what you gonna do? What is he gonna do? It's a very good question. How does he counter Huskarls as the Mayans? What does he do? Plumed archers? Doesn't work. Go for champions? Oh wait, Mayans don't get champions, do they? Oh no, what is he gonna do? Huskarls, this is gonna be a total wash, a white wash for Foghorn right here. He's going to be running away momentarily. I guarantee it. As Tilly comes in, Elite Huskarls fully upgraded. Of course, the Goths don't get the +4 defense upgrade, so GG Foghorn TV. You better run away, son. And a minute ago, he was just saying, hey, should we go and crush Mod 3000? Well, it looks like he's going to be asking Mod 3000 for a safe space very soon, as this is just not looking good. He's got no defenses for this. The plumed archers are getting absolutely torn to bits, because, hey, no upgrades, and even when they are fully upgraded, they're only going to do 1 damage per arrow anyway. And that castle right there being torn down in an instant. You've got to love the Huskarls. They are so good, and they're so tanky as well. With 10 pierce armor, these castles are doing 1 damage per arrow. And with 70 HP, that's going to take 70 arrows to take them down. Foghorn needs to get Fletching Bodkin Arrow at this stage, but it's too late. He's trying to wall up. He's trying to keep these guys out, but it's not happening. He is going to try, of course, to make some Man-at-Arms do the Long Swordsman upgrade, but it's a little bit late for him. Like I say, he's just got no preparation. Foghorn TV is saying, hey, guys, I'm dying. Of course. What are they going to do? At this point, Mod 3000 is still in the Castle Age. Paladins would be very strong here. Paladins would be great to deal with the Huskarls, but he's not going to be bothering helping him out down, helping Foghorn. He's got bigger fish to fry, and that, of course, will be Flowrider, who's off to the left of the map and actually trading over here. He's got a ton of markets set up, and Kalis as well. Markets over here. Also, Gomisha on the right side. So these guys are trading across the long side of the south and west points of the map. And they're going to have a really nice trade route going here. So up in the north, Tilly still whacking away at these castles. Foghorn TV still doesn't have fletching. He's in so much trouble, and he's going to have to run somewhere. But Tilly's, kind of blocking all the exits here. The Huskarls on the north going to be cutting down any villagers that try and run. And I fear for Foghorn TV's life. He's building a dock and going for a transport ship. Oh no, that is going to be really, really risky actually. He may die on the water. If he goes to transport away, where will he transport to? I think he may have made an ally with Foghorn, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Foghorn though, he's going to be able to escape by the sea. I don't think Tilly's expecting that. I think Tilly's expecting him to try and run away on the land. And, okay, so Foghorn and Mod 3000 going to ally up. So that's purple and yellow allying now as he runs away via transport ship. 4 villagers at a time. Should be taking 5, really. But he's going to be running over on the left side. And, yeah, he's going to go across to yellow here and resettle on the left side of the map. I'm wondering where the kind of the dodgy stuff is going on right now. It looks like Kalis is allied up with Flowrider, and I'm wondering maybe Mod 3000 is set enemy to Kalis, but no, these guys seem to be friends. So I'm wondering what's going on with Flowrider's military on this left-hand side. I'm questioning whether he's going to be going up to attack Mod, but I don't know. I mean, he's just building out here, but there's no enemies, unless he's going to change stance. In which case, he could either crush Kalis or Mod, and only time will tell, I suppose. But hey, Foghorn makes it away. Lowest scorer in the game right now. Meanwhile, on other areas of the map, in other news, not a huge amount going on. Everyone else seems pretty peaceful for the time being, but wow, Quater, that is a pretty big navy for him. He looks like he may be going up to Imp. He is. He's about 50% of the way there. He's going to be one of the last to reach the Imperial Age, actually. Kalis will be a little bit faster, actually. So yeah, Quater's going to be the last to go Imperial here, but he's actually got a really hefty war galley army. He's going to take down Flowrider's galleys on the water here. He's going to get revenge, and he's going to take that water control back. It looks like he's still enemy with Orange, though, which is rather unfortunate because he could get attacked on the land. And we see Orange with a few woadies on this right side that could come in and catch Quater from behind. But Quater, with all these war galleys, could do some serious damage from the water. And meanwhile, Foghorn TV running away with his remaining villagers. And he's managed to escape to the north as well. Whilst Tilly just rips through the remaining buildings. There's Huskarls, of course, just tearing down everything. Absolutely everything. So anywho, on the left side, Flowrider, what is going on? What is going on? I want to see where these hand cannons are going. I want to see who is going to enemy himself with. He's still allied with Mod. He's still allied with Kalis. So where's the hand? Where are the bollocks? I can't speak. Where are the hand cannons going? That's what I'm trying to say right here. And I've got a feeling that they're plotting. I think they're going to be plotting against Mod 3000 here. And it's kind of funny because he has a castle over in the south and he's like using Flowrider's gates. And what is happening? I don't know. Is Mod 3000 allied with Flowrider? It seems like he is. It's like all of these guys are allies. But what's happening? Are they going to like reinforce and take on Tilly? Are they going to like try and attack Tilly on the north of the map? Maybe. They're kind of all building together up here. We got Mod 3000 and Flowrider building up in the north here. I'm guessing they're going to try and take on Grey, because Grey's taking the score lead now. And I guess they're all going to be pretty wary of that. And I guess that also explains the hand cannons, right? Since hand cannons do an additional bonus 10 damage versus infantry, it's a total of 27 damage. Of course, that 10 damage is totally negated by the fact that Huskars, wherever they are, have 10 pierce armor. So the hand cannons only do 17 damage per volley of per hit, I suppose. But still, that's decent damage. And if you've got a good number of them, they're gonna blast their way through the the words. What are they? The Huskars. That's for sure. I'm getting a little tired now. You can probably tell, but it's fine. Quater on the water, and he is ready to go. Alright, oh goodness me. Okay, these guys now, looks like they're making a little bit of a pact. It seems like Gamisha and Flowred are saying they're going to go and kill Red here, and Red and Orange may be getting a little bit of ally going on. So it almost seems like we're getting a bit of a 3v3 with Orange, Grey, and Red working together against Blue, Teal, Green, and Yellow. Actually, it's kind of like a 3v4. And I'm wondering, maybe these guys are going to go against Orange, actually. I am unsure. It's so hard to figure out what's going on here. I just want to see who Quater's allied with at the moment. Let's see. It looks like, okay, these guys are going to go and kill Orange. Yeah, okay, so they're going to work together. I kind of feel bad for Orange and Grey right now. The world seems to be against them. I thought it was going to be Red and Orange teaming together, but I mean, Orange won't like that. Orange is saying, Red, please team with me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Gamisha and Quater moving in together, taking down Orange's navy, and maybe even coming in to take down the castle a little bit later on, if we see some cannon galleons coming out or something like that. But yeah, I mean, if he makes a run past the castle, he could do so much damage to Orange here. You know, he could come in at the back, take down this TC, kill loads of farmers, come back here, kill the villagers on the wood, come over here, kill this army. Like, he could do so much damage from the water. He's already taken out villagers on the gold, and that's looking pretty good for him. I'm wondering what Orange is actually going to be doing, and I'm guessing that's going to be the sneak attack on the south side here. And I think Quater is going to get immediate... you know, he's going to immediately get revenge for that attack. So he's like, okay, you attacked me on the water, you killed my navy, you killed my villagers on the gold. I'm going to go and raid your economy. And he's got the Woad Raiders to do it. Fully upgraded Woadies coming into Red Zico. What does Red have? Absolutely no military on the land whatsoever. No wall. This army is just going to walk straight into his base. And a little bit of bigger army diplomacy is going to come out for the win here. As clearly, Red is not going to be able to defend this comfortably. Though I am wondering why on earth Orange is not attacking him just yet. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Come on now. Sort it out. Do you like that? He's asking that to Quater right now. Do you like this? You see? I asked you for an alliance. The question is, will Quater accept the alliance here? Or will he just continue to massacre these villagers, which for some reason Orange is sending back to the gold? But yeah, to clear this up, this is a free-for-all with diplomacy enabled, indeed. But oh my goodness, Orange is throwing away those units, but at the same time, he's going to be killing so many villagers. And I think now he's like, hey, we could have teamed, but it's too late. You said no. You said no. And now you said no, you can't say yes. He's going to kill all these villagers. He's going to take down Quater Zico. And Quater, he's throwing up a castle on this north side to try and keep something safe. But I think he's going to end up losing pretty much everything here as the siege rams moving as well. But hey, Gamisha's coming in. Gamisha's going to help him out. And Orange is offering that alliance now. He's saying, hey, do you want to be my ally? Last chance. And Red doesn't respond. So it looks like Orange will proceed to take down Red Zico. By the time Gamisha arrives, by the time the blue player arrives with any army, it's gonna be a long time. I mean, those Chuko Nu, they're not the fastest moving units in the world. They are gonna take quite some time to get over there. And by the time they do get over there, I think it's too late. I think Red's gonna have lost nearly everything as the Rams move in and take down his TCs incredibly quickly. So in the space of 48 minutes, we've got two players who are pretty much out of the game. Foghorn TV forced to rebuild at the south of the map and over on the west of the map. And Red now going to be forced to rebuild somewhere, I assume, once all of his villagers get brutally murdered. And Gamisha's like, oh god, I'm so close. Oh man, I'm almost there, but I just can't quite. Just need to march these guys faster. Yeah, they're so brutally slow, aren't they? They're just, oh, such heavy units. You just feel them chugging through the snow right there, struggling to get through that thick snow. And by the time they arrive, most of Quater Zico is gone. He's down to, let's see, villagers, 42 vills. He's got the second lowest number of villagers in the game after Foghorn TV, and things are not looking up for him. Things are also not looking up for Orange's lumber camp positioning, but why am I watching that when there's been a big massive battle at the top of the map between Flowrider and Tilly? Tilly here massing up those Huskars still. He's also got the Onagers coming out as well now, and that's a great unit choice in this position. Onagers take out the hand cannons, and suddenly the Huskars are going to be performing even better still. And I like this. Tilly's being cheeky, throwing up a castle at the north to stop any trade up here, and Tilly right now is kind of taking on the world, it seems. He's got orange, sorry, not orange, he's got yellow, green, and teal all against him at this stage of the game. And I see a teal now bringing in some paladins as well. It's certainly going to be a good unit choice here. Paladins definitely going to be the one to watch for against these Huskars, but I guess for the Goths it's so easy to bring out the Haubs that maybe Paladin isn't so much of a problem. The Onagers, however, they certainly are a problem, and you know, with the Huskars having 10 pierce armor, they're taking away a lot of the damage from these units as well. Nice Onager shot there, but certainly looked like it was going to do more damage than it did, and those Conquistadors are going to run in and one-shot the Onagers here, it seems. Or nearly one-shot them anyway. So, well played by these guys so far, but what's going on out here? Mod 3000? This is a bit backstabbery, isn't it? He's killing... What is he killing? He's killing some of Blue's trade cards? Why is Yellow raiding Blue's trade cards here? Well, I mean, Dark Blue's trade cards. Kind of weird. I don't know if maybe this is going to increase tensions between Flowrider and Gamisha. Although saying that, he's kind of sat there right now not attacking anything. So, I don't know if that was maybe a misclick, maybe an accident. But he's going to have to be careful not to make an enemy here. Because currently, you know, he's got Flowrider attacking Tilly up in the north, whilst Yellow's fucking around in the trade line with his Conquistadors back here. You gotta wonder what's going on. I mean, Yellow's defending, Teal is defending Yellow in this northern area, and Yellow's putting elite Conquistadors in the trade line, killing Teal's ally. Teal could very easily take his troops back, trounce through Yellow's base, and leave him with absolutely nothing, or even just let Grey take Yellow out. It wouldn't be too difficult at all. Anyway, at the south of the map, the Chukonu from Gamisha doing some good damage, but do you like that? Bringing in those Celtic Onagers right here, and actually doing a pretty damn good job of taking this out. The Woad Raiders doing good damage here as well, and the Onagers certainly putting in the damage, it seems. Quater's managed to get a Paladin, he's got no upgrades, which is a bit of a shame, and he's a little bit late to get those Paladins in there, whilst Orange is adding in that Haubs. So this is looking pretty good for Orange, and Quater is in a horrible position with just, let's see, 40 villagers remaining. Even Foghorn TV has more villagers than that. So Red has sunk to the very bottom of the villager count at this point as Foghorn TV rebuilds at the south of the map. Right up in the north of the map, I kind of like this because we got two massive battles going on. We got the battle right in the north and the battle in the south as well. But up in the north, it's fairly stalematey right now, but Flowrider's massing up those Paladins, massing up those hand cannons, and that's looking pretty dangerous against Tilly up there. And Tilly's though switching into those Haubs, like I said, so it makes a lot of sense to do that. Makes a lot of sense. But see you later, Jaden. Thank you very much for tuning in, as always. Much appreciated. And have a good night. Yeah, it looks like Foghorn here trying to help out a little bit with a house wall. And I think ultimately, you know, Gamisha may end up coming out on top here with this Chukonu. There's not a huge number of Onagers for Orange. I think he needs to focus a little bit more on making the siege here, because these Chukonu will take down the Woad Raiders eventually. They will win that fight. So yeah, I think really more Onagers for Orange, and he'll be okay. And up in the north, I mean, this is a stalemate and a half, but having some water in here could really turn the battle around. Imagine if you brought in a bunch of galleons, that would be huge, but whoa, there you go. Mod 3000, caught red-handed on the shoreline. What's in these boats? Villagers. And I think I think he's trying to be clever. I think he's trying to do something a little special here. You may notice Mod 3000 has 165 villagers. He's sending the gather point over here. He is also the Spanish, and he's also got supremacy. So it looks like he's going to be loading up these transport ships, sending the villagers across, and then fighting Grey with villagers. Just, you know, Spanish supremacy at its best, at its finest. I'm going to be curious to see if he can make that work. Currently, his transport ships are getting taken out by Huskars, which is rather unfortunate, but yeah. I don't know why as well. He's not actually done any dock tech. The transport ship can carry more than 5 units. I don't know if he knows that. He must know that. Why has he not done careening and dry dock? I don't know. But if he did those technologies, he'd be able to put 20 units in his transports instead of just 5. Anyway. Anyway. Down in the south, of course, the Chinese here doing quite well due to the lack of onager from Orange, and Orange here bringing in some, you know, I don't even know what he's doing, but he's throwing up some archery ranges for some reason. It looks like maybe he's going to make some skirmishes. It seems like the gold for Orange is not the best right now. He's not trading with anyone. He doesn't have any gold income from that. Meanwhile, on the water, Gamisha, not only is he fighting here with these elite Chuko Nu, oh, missing the onager shot. That's going to go down. He does lose a few Chuko Nu there, though. But not only is he attacking here, but he's also positioning the good old cannon galleons up in the north here. And he's trying to take down these castles with the cannon galleons. So that's going to be pretty nasty for Orange here. He's getting attacked on 2 fronts. I don't think he can handle that. And like I say, since he doesn't have any what's it called, trade at all, he's just going to run out of gold here, and it's going to be pretty messy for him. He needs onagers. He has to have onagers, and without that, he's in a lot of trouble. Up in the north, the battle still rages on, but Tilly's doing such a good job out here. You know, he's like 2v1 with the yellow landing these villages. I don't think that really counts, but anyway, he's like 2v1 basically, and these hand cannons here are just not able to inflict the damage. The halberdier going down like flies, I guess, but the Huskars are just too good. Even against paladins here, this mix of halberdier and Huskar just absolutely killing everything. Look at those hand cannons, they just melted away right there. And Teal's having to fall back. Tilly's doing a great job, and he's also got quite a lot of gold as well. 5,000 gold in the bank. He's not trading. He's just taken Foghorn TV's gold. Look at all this gold he's got right here. Free gold, yum, yum, yum. He's having it all. And he's just scooping it all up for free as Foghorn TV is rebuilding in the south of the map after being crushed earlier on underneath Tilly's heel. So Tilly's doing great at the moment, taking down some really high-value units from Flowrider with really just cheap units for him. And if he can push this back, I'll be impressed, since he's fighting Mod as well. I think Mod's kind of forgotten about his vills. I think he's, you know, I don't know what he's up to, but anyway, Kalis finally moving in with the galleons. I said this earlier on. I did say, you know, if he sends the galleons up here, this is going to be huge. He can get them up to the north, and he can just basically control this little area. And, you know, that's going to be a really, really powerful thing for him. Because if he controls this, suddenly all of those halbs are going to go down so quickly. The onagers can go down very quickly. And up in the north, Mod 3000... Oh, he is putting those Spanish villagers to work after all. He's using the villagers to fight the halbs. He's trying to go MBL on this one, but he's not really microing his villagers too well. He's not really attacking anything. He's just kind of standing there and letting the halbs kill his vills, but still, in come the galleons, and that's basically going to flatten this army from Tilly here. And I kind of feel bad for Tilly, because he's just got everyone against him, it seems. The only person who's not against him right now is Orange. And Orange is not doing all that well either at this stage. Ignore the score. It doesn't tell the whole story, that's for sure. But Kalis' galleons are going to do some serious work now, and this is going to be great. Banana Hammer, this is not 6v2. This is diplomacy. So there are 8 players, or there were 8 players. I guess there still are 8 players. No one's resigned yet, but Foghorn is rebuilding since he was beaten earlier on. But there's 8 players, and everybody changes their diplomacy as they go along. So you have to make allies, you can break alliances, and there can only really be one winner, I suppose, and that's whoever is the last one standing. May not get to that stage of this game. There may be an allied victory instead, but yeah, generally speaking, it is currently a 2v4 or a 6v2, I suppose. Everybody seems to be fighting orange and grey, but that's because they're the two of the stronger players in this game. But of course, once grey comes down or loses some ground, internal squabbles may happen. And I feel very, very, worried for green and yellow here. I think green and yellow could be the next to go out of this one once grey is taken out of the game. But I don't know if they will completely take grey out. But with these galleons, you can clearly see how everything has gone to shit, right? Everything has gone to shit. He's losing his buildings. He's lost his army. He's having to fall right back. And that is simply because he lost the water. He didn't have the water here, and also because he was like 3v2, but 3v1 even. Anyway, since he's the Goth, so you can hear that beautiful sound of unit creation in the background. He's still got 6,000 gold, so he's not got any shortage of resources at the moment. But currently, he is losing ground, and he's going to have to fight here really very close to his economy, a little bit too close for comfort. He's also got these paladins from Flowrider raiding his wood lines back here, and this is not good because Tilly doesn't have that much wood at the moment. So he's actually got too much gold at this point, and he needs more wood so he can make more halves. But hey, he's currently maybe going to be able to defend a little better. Obviously, the Goths don't get stone walls, so it makes it very hard to hold a choke point unless you can somehow block it up and keep your units in there fighting. Meanwhile, though, up in here, Gamisha and the red player Quater taking on orange at the moment. They're pushing up together, but like I say, what you've got to do once you end up taking out two of these strong players, you got to think about who's going to be your next target. And while Gamisha is busy defending red from Orange's Woad Raiders right now, he could very easily turn on Quater and claim this gold and claim this base as his own very, very soon. I mean, internal squabbling, it's bound to happen any moment. Once Tilly and Orange look like they're about to topple, they're not going to stay allies forever. They're not going to stay allies forever. But you're right, Tilbardagar. Blue has got a lot of bombard towers all throughout his economy, and this is like this is a good strategy because it means if he ever goes to war with Teal, which is probably going to happen, those bombard cannons will kill Teal's trade carts, since Teal has to send them through his base to get to the markets on this right-hand side. So if anyone goes to war with Blue, he's not only got his economy safe and sound with all these bombards, but it'll also take down any trade that's coming through as well. So, that's really clever. He's actually built them all the way into Teal's base. And what I'm guessing is that when he, inevitably goes to war with Teal, all these bombards are just going to absolutely shred Teal's economy. They're going to just tear through everything. So it's going to be quite amusing to see. I don't know, maybe he'll ally with red and they'll push through against Teal together. But yeah, anyway, up to the north of the map, Flowrider gaining more ground, and that's good news for him. Not so good for Tilly, however. Like score lead kind of being closed in, and who's that in the chat? Knife Fighting Wizard reckons that Foghorn's gonna win. Well, you never know. He's starting to make some military once more. He's adding in some skirmishes right now, so. Yeah, the smart money's on Foghorn. Knife Fighting Wizard knows what's up. Well, considering Foghorn was the very first person to actually be beaten, I suppose, and have to run away to the opposite side of the map, maybe he is the dark horse in this game. Maybe. So, anywho, more buildings from Quater. It looks like he's managed to kind of get things going again. He was down to 40 villagers earlier, but he's back up to 64 now. He's making a bit of a comeback. Tilly, meanwhile, Tilly's down to 69 villagers, and I'm really worried for him because although, he's 210 population, and he's got how much military? 140 military units. He's really heavy on military, and I'm worried that he might not notice. He might not notice that he is, not got enough economy to keep this military production up. I know he's got loads of food and gold, so he's got plenty for now, but things may get a little bit dicey later on if he doesn't rebuild some eco. Maybe he just feels like, yeah, I'm not going to win this without 140 military units, so I'll do that. Anyway, right here, mod 3000. I'm just wondering what the hell is going on. He's using onagers to try and take down a castle, and the castle can kill the onagers in one shot. Interesting strategy, bold strategy, Mod. Let's see if it pays off. I can imagine it probably will at this point, to be honest. Because this is like so absurd. This is so stupid that it might actually work. But Flow Riders Paladins, once they run through, the way the targeting works in Age of Empires is that the buildings attack the closest enemy units. And so at this point, the Paladins are soaking up the arrow fire from the castle. But yeah, the champions are taking down the honors. That was just so stupid. And he's like, just shoot the army. And Mod's like, okay, I'll shoot the castle. I'll take the castle down with my onagers. Oh, I think Flow Rider is face palming so hard right now. He's like, look at all these grouped up units your onagers could have killed, but no, you went for the castle instead. Meanwhile, Flow Rider's like coming up the rear with the bombard cannons. He can take out the castle in an instant with those guys anyway. It's just so funny. Mod just wasting the units right now. And meanwhile, you know, Foghorn TV, Gomisha gaining some ground against Do You Like That? And I'm worried for Orange. Like I said, he's like on an island essentially. His main gold here, one of his gold piles denied on this left-hand side. His economy is very idle. He doesn't really, you know, look at this. Galleons surrounding his base. He just doesn't have space to build. He's down to 87 villagers. And most of them are, you know, like building in the corner of the map or taking wood out here. And that's in peril, right? It's in danger with all this army pushing up on the right side. Look at that. It's a lot of Chukonu right there. So meanwhile, you know, Gomisha here building more and more bombard towers in the economy of Flow Rider. For some reason, Kalis has a ton of Janissary inside of Flow Rider's economy. Are we about to see a backstab here? Is it about to happen? Are Kalis and Gomisha gonna go to war with Flow Rider and absolutely backstab him while he is fighting away in the north? I'm wondering if Flow Rider's really, you know, cottoned onto this. All of his trade is at so much risk right now, and Kalis, Elite Janissary is like, this is clearly, like, you would not trust them. And there you go. Enemy with Flow Rider. Villagers getting massacred, and Flow Rider's just gonna be like, oh my god. What is going on in my economy right now? And Gomisha, he's asking, what are you doing, Green? Green, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Flow Rider's mine to kill. But Kalis says, hey, let's do something fun. And he's just taking out the trade. He's taking out the villagers. And that's a lot of Janissary right there. But Gomisha's actually defending Flow Rider here. He's saying, hang on a minute. Green, I'm not going to side with you on this. This is really, really, you know, you don't have a reason to be attacking Flow Rider right now. So it looks like he is going to set Green to enemy. And there you go. Gomisha's bombard tower is going to defend Teal's economy here. He's going to take out those Janissaries. And just watch the bombard cannons here, bombard towers here, going to go nuts. They are just going to take down these Janissaries in an instant. And I think Kalis may regret that now. I don't think he's done nearly enough damage. Look at this. Just all these Janissaries just going to get flattened by the bombards. And they were for defensive purposes. Gomisha not planning to backstab Flow Rider just yet. Not yet. Anyway, there's still Janissaries here killing some trade units, and I think they'll clean that up fairly soon. But one thing we have to remember here is that Green is not in a good position when it comes to defending. He may have a lot of units on the water. He's also got a bunch of elite cannon galleons here as well, which is pretty good. But obviously, Teal has to go through green space to reinforce. Green space to reinforce. He could just send some units up here himself and clean things up. So up in the north of the map, I think this could, you know, start to slow down a little bit here. Their progress could be hindered. Obviously, if Flow Rider has to come and deal with Green, he's not going to be fighting so much against Tilly and Orange in the north. Meanwhile, on the right side of the map, there you go, Foghorn moving in with his elite scums, and this navy from Quater doing a lot of damage here to Orange. Orange is definitely going to be going out of this game very soon. He doesn't have much left at all. He's kind of trying to build inside of Gray's base. These guys are just struggling at the moment. And meanwhile on the water, you know, a few galleons here. These guys actually don't really have any navy. Quater does. He could send some units out there to try and take that down. But I don't think that Navy's going to do too much damage here. They may take down a few units. Bear in mind that these elite cannon galleons have 17 range, which is insane. That's going to be just like able to outrange everything in the game, basically, pretty much. Flow Rider up here, still fighting versus Tilly, but like I say, may want to withdraw some troops. May want to attack green out down on the south of the map. May want to, maybe, I don't know, choose to attack these trade carts as they run by. So Kalis, you know, was in a position to attack, but didn't really do a whole lot with it. The bombard towers shut down his Janissaries very quickly, and now he's losing his trade carts to the castles of Flow Rider. Kalis here, 650 gold, which is less than ideal for the Turks, and not really a whole lot back at home to defend. For some reason, his economy is idle, sitting inside of these TCs, and I guess he's trying to take down the trade units and stuff, and any military. But yeah, Flow Rider here, defending pretty nicely, keeping himself well and truly in this game. He's doing just fine, but Kalis really propped up by his navy at the moment, and I'm wondering if he's going to be able to do a whole lot with this navy. I guess since the map is so tentacly, he could do a lot with these cannon galleons. If he brings them to here, that's a huge range, a huge number of towers, castles, and all sorts he could take down. And these guys stepping on the gas with the navy right now, trying to take down this navy from Kalis. That's pretty huge. It's a pretty huge navy. But anyway, on the right side of the map, look at this. They push right up. Foghorn TV here with his skirmishers. Skirmishers are brilliant at taking down Haubs, or somewhat good at taking down Haubs. They have an attack bonus against them. And I think, with all those elite skirms there, may have a nice time taking out the Halberdier. Meanwhile, Orange is trying to fight with Tilly up here. They're kind of building up in Foghorn TV's old base whilst they push up in the north. And believe it or not, Tilly and Orange are regaining their ground up here. This is where they were fighting before at the very start. Now they're right back up to it. Whilst look at this, Flow Rider's army, it's nowhere to be seen. He's bringing units down to the south. He's got paladins positioned here to take out green, the backstabber. Backstabber extraordinaire. So currently, Quater and Gamisha bringing their armies together now. They're going to try and take down this navy from Kalis. And if they can do that, that would be really, really good. They can take down these galleons. They can stop the problems here from these cannon galleons. You can see just how quickly they're taking everything out. A bunch of houses, a couple of these bombard towers, the castle here, all getting taken out from the water. So they've got to take that down before the damage is done. And I think, this is not going to be good because look at the trade. It's very close to the edge of the water here. These galleons could take the trade out very easily. And Flow Rider's saying, look, Foghorn, delete these houses, delete the houses, and the trade is going to move across to the back of the map. And it's not going to run so close to the water here where it can be taken out very easily. These guys are really, really trying to take the water now. But Kalis is just absolutely dominating the water front. He's got so many galleons out, but still he's going to want to be careful. I mean, that's not good, is it? All these bombard towers, of course, they're going to take down the galleons very quickly. Even using some onagers here. Foghorn TV, an asset to his team, taking out the cannon galleons with onagers. You don't see that every day. Sick micro. Look at that. Avoiding all of the cannonballs. No problem whatsoever for Foghorn TV. He does this with his eyes closed. He's blindfolded right now. These onagers dodging death every second of every day. No problem. Insane micro. And I'm waiting now for the onager shot of doom to finish them all off. There you go. Splosh. And it was a bit anticlimactic because it didn't actually kill anything. Maybe. Oh, you get another one. Boom. He takes one down. Foghorn TV, MVP of the game. Those onagers right there. He entered the Matrix. He exited the Matrix. Took down a single cannon galleon. And was then swiftly taken down. He's got another one over here. And another one. Oh my goodness me. Is he going to take another galleon down? He actually did. Unbelievable. What the MVP of this game. What an MVP. Anyway, pushback on the north. Look at this. Orange and grey working together up here. tearing through this army, but not for long. Mod 3000 coming in with the Paladins and Hussar. He's finally decided that, you know, the life of villager armies just not going to cut it. It's time to go for the big guns. Time to whip out the Paladins and go for them instead. Mod 3000 here. He's actually got no resources left at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But at least he has some army. He's going to push this back. And, you know, with Hussar and Paladin in front of hand cannons, he's going to be just fine. I'm wondering where his army is, though. He just doesn't... I mean, economy, rather. He just doesn't seem to have any economy at all. It's, like, all gone. Earlier on in the game, Mod had, just for reference, 180 villagers. He's down to 64. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But okay. I mean, maybe he just sent them all to their deaths, thinking, hey, you know, I'm going to be like MBL. But sadly, that didn't really work out. And now he's not got enough eco to make military units with. Tilly, meanwhile, still population capped. He's got good economy now. He's still got plenty of gold. I think he's trading with Grey, but they're in trouble. Cannon galleons from Quater. And Orange is just losing ground all over the place here. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But hey, Foghorn... not going to be fighting too well against the Huskars here with the elite skirms. And Tilly and Orange are really working together as hard as they can here to just keep themselves in this game. But you know, I think the wood's going to run out soon. There's a little bit of wood here left from earlier on, but I think the majority of the wood is going to be running out fairly soon. Or at least it's going to be inaccessible due to the armies holding it down. So yeah, on the water, it kind of looks like Kalis is slowly being taken down. He's killed a bunch of this trade. He's killed a bunch of it, but he is being outnumbered on the water eventually. I mean, these guys are really working on that galleon production. Quater especially, Gamisha also, and trying to just take this army down. I think this navy from Kalis is finally going to go to the bottom of the ocean, but still nobody quite completely out of this game just yet. Although Gamisha here, there you go, taking out Kalish here on the land as well. And this is what you get, Kalis, for being such a backstabber, trying to take down the trade of Flowrider. And what happens? You end up getting Gamisha against you. You don't want to be fighting Gamisha. Oh no, not with all those Shuko Nu, not with the Trebs of Flowrider. And he's still working on that navy, but it's not going to achieve a whole lot. The navy here for Gamisha is nothing. Sorry, Kalis is nothing, and I think he's going to end up going out of this game. I don't believe Mod will accept him back now. He's completely broken everything in this alliance, and it seems like Kalis will be completely eradicated from this game. He doesn't really have anywhere to run. He's not loading up any transport ships. He's down to just 29 vills, and I don't think that's going to work too well for him. His castle's going to get taken out. His final TCs are going to go down to the Trebs, and you know, maybe he'll try and run to Mod 3000. But if he does run, I think Flowrider is going to very easily be able to hunt him down with these Paladins. So it's safe to say that Kalis has just got himself out of this game. Whilst meanwhile, Foghorn TV, who obviously went out at the very start, is actually nearly fully rebuilt right now. Foghorn up to 175 population. He's got a huge amount of trade coming along at the back. He's got a ton of resources. He's even got a bit of army fighting away in the north of the map versus Grey and Orange. So he's actually doing pretty well. A lot of people, Platinum Fix, have been asking me about Realms. I will check it out next week. Maybe I'll make a video on it tomorrow, in fact. Who knows? I did have a plan for a video tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do what I was planning. So maybe I'll check out Realms tomorrow. It certainly looks interesting from what I've seen, but I've not checked it out personally, and I think it's going to be worth the look, so I'll see. Anyway, Tilly actually gaining ground with Do You Like That in the north of the map. Obviously, you know, Flowrider's sending all of his Paladins backwards here to take out Green, and they're doing quite well since this castle is the final real defensive structure for Kalis. The town centers are going to get taken out very quickly, and then after that it's just the navy, and Kalis is out of here. He's down to 70 population. Well, they're saying that Mod is down to 56, and I'm wondering how on earth Yellow has so little population right now. You know, if you do a little scroll from the north of the map to Kalis's base, that's it. This right here is Yellow's, but here to here, it's tiny. It's a tiny little piece of land on the map, and it's nothing here. Doing no military. His entire military has been squashed by Grey and Orange. I didn't expect this. But Mod 3000 is actually going to end up being pushed out of this game, it seems, because he's only got 40 villagers and 3 military. That's it, 40 vills. He's got very little resources, and he's not really looking to rebuild, it seems, either. It's very unusual. I didn't expect to see that at all. He seemed like he was doing alright. But anyway, Kalis trying to run, it seems, but he's not got anywhere to run to. He's got 1 TC remaining. He's down to 54 population, most of which is on the water. He's probably going to end up doing a lot of damage before he goes out of the game. But I guess, you know, the plan here is to take down as many units as he can. He's going to try and be a martyr. And then he'll maybe go out of the game with a little bit of dignity, who knows, but it's not going to work out too well for him. He might kill a bit more on the water here, but eventually he will be taken out. He won't be able to make galleys forever without any economy here, and Kalis is out of gold, he's out of wood, so no more galleon production. What he's got is what he's got, and once it's gone forever, so he's going to end up losing his navy eventually, and once that's gone, that's it. He's out. He's got like 3 villagers left up here. I don't know where the rest are. He's got 5 villagers total. 4 of which are on this TC. And 1 villager somewhere else. I don't know. Flowrider's been AFK. I don't know how long, but he's finally back into the game once again. Meanwhile, Mod's just like being crushed up here. I cannot believe that Orange and Grey are actually doing so well. Obviously, all these onagers, all these halbs, all these Huskars doing so good, pushing up here on the north. They're doing such a great job of staying in this game against the odds, to be honest with you. I really do think they're doing a fantastic job. Good stuff. Good stuff. Meanwhile, yeah, Flowrider actually coming back to the game now after taking a short break, who knows how long for, with a bunch of paladins. He could probably push this back in the north with a huge mass of units, but, you know, he's up against Halberdier, fully upgraded. Oh, no, he's not up against Halberdier. Oh, my God, Orange just killed his entire army. Did you see that? Did you see that? Look at, oh, God, no! I'm face palming so hard. He probably just killed about 25 Halberdier there with his onagers. Look at all those dead bodies. They're all his own units that he just killed. Oh god, please. Don't do that again. Save my eyes. I need some eye bleach for that. Let's see if Flowrider's Paladins win the game now because he just killed the only counter to the Paladins here. How on earth has Kalis still got these 4 villagers up here? I don't know. He's totally got, he's got 5 in total. I don't know where the 5th villager is. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. I'm not sure. But either way, that TC is going to go down eventually. Kalis, his army on the water, still doing a bit of damage. Still taking down a bunch of these bombards. But like I say, it's going to be out eventually. That army on the water will go down. Meanwhile, Foghorn TV coming up here on the left side for some reason, getting flashed by the honor just now as well. But like I say, Flowrider, whoa, okay, maybe not able to push this back. Suddenly out of nowhere, there's like 101 Halberdier. Where did they come from? Nobody knows. Where Foghorn TV is going, nobody knows. But he's sending villagers up here for some reason. It's like he's just trying to spread himself all over the map. You see a bit dots of purple everywhere. Yeah, he's getting himself back into it. Kudos to him. He's still well behind in the scores, but maybe if he starts killing some stuff, he may be able to get back into it. Who knows? Who knows? So currently, the hold is going on inside of Mod 3000 space. He's down to 35 population. Kalis is down to 37. So both both green and yellow practically gone now. Even the fishing ships here are being taken out by Blue's Chukonu. Unbelievable. And where's Mod 3000's villagers at? He's got 22 villagers. I can't speak, I swear. But yeah, I think they're all up at the north of the map, look. My game's like lagging quite hard, but 6 villages up to the north. The rest of them, I don't even know. Maybe idle somewhere. Not really sure. It says he's got 15 idols, so let's just hit the idol villager key and we'll find them. There they are. They're inside that town center. The enemy incredibly close. Do you like that? Taking out the castle with his onagers here, because why not? I guess, you know, Mod 3000 gave it a go. Do you like that? Showed him how it's done. That's how it's done, son. That's how it's done. Down go the castles here, and the halberdier killing the hussars. Sorry, as the second they come out of that stable, they're just dead. They're just dead. The castle's actually going to go down to onager fire. Of course, the Celts onagers do fire faster, which means they'll take buildings down that much faster. And should he lose this town center, he's going to lose 14 of his remaining 21 villagers. So Mod 3000 basically out of the game. But then again, he could always count on Orange to kill his own units so that he ends up winning. Who knows? But yeah, these guys just massing the halbs right now, and it's working really well. They probably should take out these buildings from Flowrider, and then they've got, you know, a little bit more of a claim to that land there. But, you know, this is kind of good. Kalis here, he's kind of done Orange and Grey a favor. He's really distracted the attention from Orange and Grey for a little bit. And, you know, even the Navy, even, you know, Quater's Navy here, being sent to take out Kalis's Navy, that's saved Orange and Grey some headache, because Orange has now been able to take the wood here, which before was totally out of bounds because Quater's ships were killing everything on the water, from the water, sorry. These guys have really caught a big break from this, so, you know, good job by Orange and Grey there. They're doing so good, and they're going to take down that TC as well, so goodbye, Mod 3000 villagers, goodbye indeed. It's been nice knowing you, but you're out of the game now. Too bad indeed. And Mod and Kalis crushed indeed. How many villagers does Kalis have right now? He's got one. Wait, am I even looking at it right? He's got 4 villagers still. Where on earth are Kalis' villagers right now? He's got 1, 2. Okay, he's got an idle trade, an idle fish, and that seems to be it. I'm not sure where his villagers actually are. It says he's got 4 villagers on 1 fishing ship. A total of 14 population. He's lost his final galleons on the water down here. So total population for Kalis, 12. Total population for Mod, 11. And it's kind of funny, really, because these guys are, you know, they've kind of been caught in the middle of the war. Green and yellow just been caught between, you know, the powerhouse of Grey and Orange at the top, and then the blues at the south. Oh my goodness, look at that attack ground there. Oh, fantastic. Orange saving the day once again from those petards. Well done. But yeah, like I say, I mean, just they get caught in the middle of this war, and they ended up just getting flattened. Flowrider now bringing the war elephants, though, and I like that. Flowrider here, looking at his resources, he's got 11k gold, but he's got no food, and he's got no wood as well. Meanwhile, someone said in the chat we should look at Grey's base. I don't see anything in Grey's base. Oh wait, no, I do see something in Grey's base. Kalis's villagers. Oh my goodness, what are they doing over here? I have no idea. Is he actually trying to rebuild? I don't know. He's building docks still. Kalis right now has actually got resources. I can only assume he's been given tribute from someone. I'm not sure who. I guess he's been bought in. He's been bought by Grey and Orange. And my guess right now is that Grey and Orange giving Green a few resources, and Green is gonna build some more navy and try and keep on the water. That's unbelievable. That's fantastic. He's down to 4 vills, but he's building docks, and he's spamming galleons with resources sent to him by his new allies. Fantastic. That's brilliant. Building houses up here as well. But I wonder how long for, because in the south we've got Quater and Foghorn TV pushing up. But it's just trash, and they're going to have a hard time taking out Huskars with trash. It just doesn't work. It just does not work. But hey, you've got to bear in mind here, Orange and Grey going to be fighting 2 fronts now, as they gain ground on the left side, but they lose ground on the right side. Pistola Fest, 3k food is not a huge amount of food at this stage of the game. So, you know, I say no food, but what I mean is, like, you know, at this stage it's not really a lot. Obviously 3,000 food is a lot if you were in the Dark Age, But I guess it's all about the perspective and the time of the game. But yeah, Kalis actually coming back on the water here with some galleons, cannon galleons, unbelievable. He's spending all of his resources on these boats, and maybe he'll do a bit of damage with them, but at least he's not out of the game yet, and he's still got the opportunity to do something. I just can't believe this game is still like raging on. It's raging on, that's for sure. For those of you following the stream, thank you very much. Carmack, Fritberg, Best Swain EU, Vagabundo Picasso, Insangibi, Trimbler, and CKD99NL. Thank you guys for following, much appreciated. Don't forget to give the stream a follow if you haven't already. Nutzman in the chat asking about the Blues Towers. Right, so if you want to know the extent of Blues Tower construction, check this out. All the way up to the northeast of the map, and now we're going to follow the trail. The Oregon Trail of Blues Towers. They are everywhere. He's got just bombard towers covering the entire flanks of the map. Just look at this. They go on and on and on. They go all the way through his own base. This is his base. And then all the way through Teal's base. More bombard towers, more bombard towers, more bombard towers, all the way through. And they finally stop on the opposite side of the map. So if you go from the complete west to the complete east of the map, Gamish's towers cover the entire south side of the map. And that's brilliant. That's such a good move because it's going to make it so difficult for anybody to beat him in this game. Like, he is solidifying his chances. It's great. I love it. I love it a lot. Anywho, up in the north of the map here, the elephants are coming out for Flowrider. And I don't think these guys are going to hold this off much, you know. Their guys are going to die. And they're saying that in the chat as well. They're saying, we have no trade. They have a huge amount of trade. It's a good point. You know, where are Grey and Orange going to trade here? There's nowhere that's safe on the water, really. They can't trade across the north of the map because, you know, this is held by Red and Blue up here. They can't trade up there. There's no real great place for them to trade. They're now going to be facing elephants, hand cannons, and paladins. And I don't care if you've got halbs, but elephants and paladins and hand cannons, you're gonna have a hard time. Like, it's pretty obvious, just looking at the army composition of Teal, that he has a fuck ton of gold. And Orange just does not have the gold here. Like, it's not gonna do anything. There's even heavy scorpions coming in from Flowrider. And that is basically an impossible fight to win with trash. And since they have no gold income, since they have no trade going on, they've got 87 gold now. Tilly, he's sat on 1,600, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Flowrider, 3,000 gold, but he's got a total of 69 trade units, giggity, as he's just trading like a madman across the south of the map. There's so much gold income here for him, and yeah, basically, they're going to crush everything. Those elephants, just look at that, just easy mode, and they're going to get pushed right back. So they're going to struggle without gold. It's basically game for them. And they're getting pushed on two sides as well. So Grey, Orange going to get crushed out of this game. Yellow and Green basically out of the game. And that leaves the two Titans. That leaves Gamisha and Flowrider. But still, Tilly has the score lead right now. But I don't think that's going to be the case for long. I think, you know, these guys are going to realize it's over pretty soon. And they're going to have to give it up. These games, these post-Imperial games, they just cannot be won without gold. Not gonna happen. But, you know, Kalis, he's back on the water. Brilliant stuff. Back on the water. And what's going on here? Foghorn as well. What's going on? Foghorn attacking Grey on the water here too. Wow. Unbelievable. Foghorn with his galleons. Crazy. Oliver Demort wants to know the market values of stuff. We can take a look. You currently get 311 gold for selling 100 stone. You get 17 gold for selling 100 food, and you get 241 gold for selling 100 wood. So wood is very expensive now. It costs 327 gold to buy 100 wood. So you're paying 3 for 1 to get wood, basically. The reason for that is because there's no wood left on the map anywhere. Can you see any trees here? I see no trees. Oh wait, there's one. Lonely tree. Oh, there's a couple more here, but it's not worth building a lumber camp for that. You can't build a lumber camp for 2 trees. You only get 100 wood back. There's wood off to the right of the map, but that's nearly gone. Across this south side, just no wood anywhere. So the market price for wood inflating massively as these guys have loads of gold, but no wood. Well, the guys with trade have loads of gold, that is. But, you know, it's going to get to a point where they're not even going to want to buy wood because it's just too much. There's still a bunch of wood up in the north. Maybe they'll try and grab that, but no one seems to be going for that at the moment. Dropsy in the chat says, watch the Treb strategy video. It's awesome. Thank you very much. Please make another one about infantry, Huskar, Japanese champion. Who are better versus who? I could look into that. I could look into that. I have got a few video plans lined up, so it won't be just yet, but I may make something like that in the future. There's a lot of topics to cover when it comes to AoE. There's always more stuff to look into in depth. But yeah, anyway. Grey and Orange are going to go out now. I just wonder what's going to happen after that. What happens after Grey and Orange leave the game? Who's going to turn against who? I mean, Purple looks pretty good on the map, let's be honest here. His score might not be impressive, but he's got colours. He's got the colours out there. You know, he's got splotches of purple all over the place. And I don't know, maybe, you know, maybe they might turn against each other. Can't speak now, but maybe purple will turn against the blues. I don't know if the blues will turn against each other. Or obviously teal and dark blue at the south been working together this entire game. But, I'm interested. Anywho, up in the north side, Foghorn TV getting involved. He's all over the place now. He's got his galleons in the south. On the east. Sending them in, taking out stuff from the water over here. Tilly's got a bunch of units to defend from this army on the right side as they're dropping castles down into their economies. On the north side, yeah, like I say, they're just losing everything. They're going to get crushed. And at the moment, they've got a bunch of farms. They've got a bunch of food. Thank you very much, Tails, for subscribing. Welcome to the Wallow Warlords, man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Wallow hype, indeed. There you go. You got it right. Awesome. I see some Wallow hypes in the chat. Thank you, man. But yeah, what was I going to say? They've got loads and loads and loads of food, but not really enough wood. And since the wood buy price is so high, I think they're just going to run out of wood and they're going to call it right there. Because, I mean, where are they going to get wood from now? As soon as they lose this area in the north, which is happening, it's happening. When they lose this, it's gone. All the wood is gone. They cannot afford to buy wood. 36,000 food is going to get you nothing unless you have a kind of, other unit to spend with it. You have to pair those units, resources together, rather. But anyway, Tilly right here, pushing forwards again with Orange. But Flowrider has just got so much siege. He's got really strong units. I think what Flowrider needs to do is build some more forward units. He has got these archery ranges and stables, but more forward buildings here, would be very good. That would really help him out. And up in the north, oh my god, Gamisha, look at that. The trail of bombard towers. I'm wondering if maybe he's eventually going to do an entire square of bombard towers around the map as he pushes forwards with all of these villagers. He's building the bombard towers so quickly that they are just unstoppable. I think, you know, he is going to just keep pushing in and pushing in and pushing in. Gamisha here, he's actually out of stone, though. He's really low on gold. I guess what he's doing is buying stone from the market. The stone buy price is so high, 517. So I guess he has been buying a lot of stone here because you need it for the bombard towers. Thank you very much to Sir Kato88 for subbing as well. Welcome to the Wallow Warlords, Sir Kato, or Kato. Much appreciated. This is some more Wallow hypes, guys. Wallalo hype, wallalo hype. But he's building towers everywhere. Look at this. On the left side, he's just got like 20 villagers on each flank. And he's making progress, making good progress. Look at this. It's crazy. Where's that tower? I can't even find it anymore. Is it over here? Not sure. Not sure. But he must be buying stone. He has to be buying stone. And throwing those towers up. There it is. It's there. He is literally building a square of bombard towers around the whole map. Oh, it's so ridiculous. But unstoppable, that's for sure. Gray looks like he's coming into raid. I don't think he's going to achieve much here. Kalis, though, with the galleons, unbelievably, Kalis is somehow still in the game with 18 population. And after being fed some resources from his allies, he's able to kind of help out a little bit in this fight. I'm just amazed that Orange and Grey have managed to hold on so well in the north here. And I'm wondering where Gamish's army is at the moment. You know, Gamish doesn't seem to be contributing a lot of army. He is contributing a lot of like bombard towers. Yeah, bombard towers everywhere. But where is the army? I don't know. Quater's got some idols as well. And at this stage, this is where the military minimap is really valuable. If you're playing at this point in the game, military minimap, that's the way to go. You can see all the military units on the map. You can find the idle ones. You can see everything. And if you look at Gambish's military minimap, you can see he has no military. He has a single Chuko Nu here, and that's it. I think he has one unit back here as well. He's got one scout cavalry. That's his scout from the start of the game, just like patrolling the back of the map. That's it. Gamisha has like 2 military units. 1 ranged, 1 cavalry. Why? Why, I don't know, but he does. If we look at Tilly, you can see Tilly here. Tons of units up in the north and a bunch up on that right hand side as well, but it's a losing battle for him. He's against bombard towers and he's just got trashed. There's nothing you can do there really, and this game's getting very choppy now. There's so much going on, so many units, all of that stuff. It's just difficult for these guys to keep up with the game at this stage. Difficult with my PC as well. But apparently I should look at this, because that's something really... Oh, okay. Gamisha's just going ham. Villagers taking down TCs. These guys, they're not even Spanish villagers. They're not even Spanish. And down goes TC. Why is this going down so fast? He doesn't have masonry or architecture, I don't think. He is just like, bosh, TC down. That's 2. 2 TCs. Massive villagers, and now he's probably going to put a bombard tower up somewhere as well. Or he'll go on to the next one. But I'm assuming he's done sappers. I was just saying a minute ago, hey, Gamisha has no army. I think he does have... I think he does have an army. I think he's got an army of villagers here that are about to swiftly be massacred by the Huskars. They're going to come in and clean that up, and maybe Gamisha wants that to happen. Maybe he wants to make room for some army. I don't know. But yeah, all of the wood is cut in the entire map, and Foghorn TV is saying, like, now it's time for some eagles, yo. That could work, actually. That could work. The 2-hour eagle rush. He's at 5,600 food, 3,600 gold. That's quite a lot of eagles right there. He certainly doesn't need any wood to make them. And currently, you know, 200 population, so he's got no room for them. But I guess once he's freed up some population space, the eagles can come in. Currently, Foghorn TV mostly chilling out with boats. I mean, he has got a massive navy. There's so many boats on the water. Water control his, truly. So many galleons. But that's about it. That's about it. Just galleons. Don't see the eagles. Maybe have to sacrifice a few things here. But look at this. Quater coming in. And hold on a minute. Is that Quater? Yeah, that's Quater. Taking out Orange's rams as Orange tries to push this back on the north side. He's trying to take down the bombard towers. And wow, the game's like sped up all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, trying to take down the bombard towers and succeeding in taking 1, but losing 5 rams in the process is not good. And oh, there's Foghorn TV's eagles. Right, I see. Okay, yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out. Knock your socks off. He's really outnumbered though, so it's probably not the best idea. And in comes Mod. with a bunch of Hussar. Like, seriously, these guys are getting all the flack today. This is so bad for them. I feel really bad for them. Orange and Grey have just been bullied this entire game. They've been on their own all the way up to the point where Kalis joined them with, and you know, started making a couple of galleons to help out. Like, that's it. That is it. And now Foghorn TV using advanced strats, siege rams on the shoreline, taking out or taking the volleys of arrows or ballistas from the galleons, soaking up their arrow fire as his navy crushes them. What a pro player, Foghorn TV, and would you believe it? The scoreboard's bugged out, but you know what? He's in 3rd position. It's fine. Foghorn TV, everyone. The man. Well, I'm not gonna say it. That's Foof. Foof is the man, the myth, the legend. Foghorn. Foghorn's another story altogether. Advanced pro tactics with the Rams. What a beast. What an absolute beast. Gonna be able to bring in his galleons here, chuck them down in this little nook, and take down these TC and this TC and villagers from Tilly. To camels from Flowrider. Like, he doesn't care. Choice between camels or paladin. He's going for camels. No, that makes no sense. I think he's just trying to show his wealth at this stage. It's like, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. I'm rich. Camel's just swarming his enemy's base, getting shut down by halberdier and castle. It's like the worst unit to use right now. Camel's just gonna be so trash for Flowrider, but he's like, yeah, I can afford it. He can afford it. He really can. He's got a lot of gold, he's got a lot of food, and he's got enough wood to reseed a bunch of farms as well. Yeah, Vanity, he is teamed with Flowrider, that's why he's there in the scoreboard, but I'm just joking around. I'm saying, like, you know, Foghorn clearly deserves that 3rd place spot on the scoreboard after that advanced tactic with the Rams there, doing so much damage. Anyway, it looks like they're setting up an allied victory. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try for an allied victory. So once Grey and Orange are out of the game, I think these guys will become victorious. And they're choosing allied victory. You see in diplomacy, allied victory is on. So once the team that are all allied together win, the game will be over. They will win the game. So I think it's down to them taking out Orange and Grey. But to be honest with you, like, the real winners in this game, if you ask me, anyway, the real winners in this game, it's got to be Grey and Orange. I mean, they have literally held this 6v2 for the entire length of the game. And they're still not out. Like, you've got to give them credit where credit is due. You have to. You know, Orange right now is so out of this. He's 44 population. He's just got nothing left. No economy. Everything's been raided. He's just got a little bit of military left. And that's it. And, you know, these guys are still holding out. They're still holding. And they're still holding. But they will eventually be defeated. Of course, you know, eventually they'll go down as the hand cannons swoop in. This castle remains up somehow. I don't know how, but it does. He's still got the castle until he here with the score lead of the game as well. So well done. Oh yeah, Kalis as well. Kalis right now is down to 4 population again. He's lost everything on the water. These are Kalis's 4 villages. That's it. That's it. And they're not even on full health either. Kalis's villas right here. Wait, that's Tilly's villages. My bad. I'm just colorblind. They're clearly not green. I mean, they look green. They're not green though. Let's find where Kalis is at. I mean, I don't think he actually has anything. Let me just find Kalis. Oh, here you go. They're back here. Kalis here with, wow, the lag. Oh, geez. Look at this. 3 villagers back here. Idling. And maybe a village down at the docks. I'm not sure, but my mouse is lagging so hard right now. Everything's lagging up like crazy. I don't know, maybe the stream's gonna freeze or something. Oh god, it's chugging along. It's really struggling. Alright, well apparently from a viewer's perspective, green made the game. Well, I'm glad you think so. I think I agree. He certainly introduced a little bit of backstabbery into it. Mod 3000, he's still in the game as well. He's still got some hussar going on, but he's not doing a whole lot. Foghorn TV is getting salty, asking for resources now. Not gonna happen. And I'm wondering, you know, do you like that? Is he actually ended up allying with someone now? Have I missed something here? No, everyone is still his enemy. Apart from Foghorn. Foghorn is actually neutral with Orange, but I don't think that should be the case. I think they need to just crush them, put them out of their misery, take Tilly down, take Orange down, and let that be the end of that. Maybe the vote screen will come up, but I doubt it. I think the game is just struggling at this stage to carry on. Finally, this castle from Tilly is gonna fall. It's taken some time, but unbelievably, I mean, can you believe this? Tilly is still at 203 population. Tilly is still population blocked at 200 population. How is that even possible? I don't know. He's obviously got some hell of a lot of military somewhere. He's got a reasonable amount of economy. He's got no gold though, and he's got no wood, so he's basically out now. Once the gold is gone, once the wood is gone, that's it. But it looks like his teammate's sending him resources, but I don't know if these guys truly they can pull this one back. I don't know. I don't think it's possible right now, but they seem to be hanging in. Gamisha's favorite unit is the Bombard Tower. I'd agree. I mean, look, Gamisha actually nearly closing his square of Bombard Towers now. Let's do a little tour from the very north of the map. Very north of the map, he's got the Bombard Towers stretching all the way down the west side now. All the way down to the west corner. All the way along the south side of the map. The blue Bombard Towers everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. All the way along the bottom. And then all the way back up the east side of the map. All the way to the far east. They're all the way there. And then finally looping around to the north. And he's just got a little bit of distance to travel. He's got to go from here all the way up to here. That's it. He's still closing in. He's building more and more and more. And in fact, look at that. He's found some stone as well. So as far as Gamisha's concerned, Gamisha has hit the jackpot right now. But he still has, you know, 650 stone, 800 gold. And if you look at the buy price of stone right now, it's 624 gold to buy 100 stone. He is gonna, yeah. That's funny. Peterson in the chat's like, Blue is gonna win this just by setting everyone to his enemy and letting the Bombard Towers do the work. I kind of want Gamisha to win as well. It's just funny. It's just funny. He's got like no military units. He's got 18 actually, tell a lie. He must be making some in the south. But still, the Bombard Towers, they are everywhere. They are everywhere. The burning ring of towers, for sure. I still can't understand why Foghorn TV is making, or Flow Rider, sorry, is making heavy camels here. It's just not very, intelligent unit choice, but I guess he's just trying to show off his wealth at this stage. And let's have a look. You know what we've not looked at yet? We've not looked at KDs. So let's just have a quick look at that to give you an idea. So Flow Rider has killed 1,783 units and lost 1,131. In second place, Tilly has killed 1,621 units, losing 1,856. Orange has killed 769, losing 1,155. And Gamisha, with the best KD of the game, 453 kills and 280 deaths. Like, unbelievable KD for him, with nothing but Bombard Towers, it seems. It's kind of amazing. But yeah, Flow Rider has definitely done the most damage, that's for sure. In my opinion, though, he is the winner when it comes to military damage, to a military victory. But there you go, Foghorn TV, the Elite Eagles going in. Gonna raid that eco of Tilly here. Tilly's got like nothing in here at all. There's a few units from Do You Like That, but they're gonna get taken out by the super fast eagle. Look how fast they're running. Oh my god, he's going for square formation as well. You don't see that every day. Holy shit. Square formation. Foghorn TV, you beast. And taking it down now. Taking everything down. That's gonna get absolutely splattered right there. And the game like sped up really quickly for some reason, but they're calling GG. And Mods resigned. Yellow here, giving it up. And what does he have left at the end? 8 population. He's got nothing left. And Kalis with the 4 population as well. He doesn't exactly have a lot. And suddenly champions. Like, where the hell did that come from? Where did they come from? Do you like that? Just with a million champions out of nowhere? What on earth is going on there? I have no idea. But yeah, Gamisha here being paid tribute from Flowrider. What I want to see before this game ends is Gamisha setting himself to enemy with everyone. He's actually set himself enemy with Foghorn TV right now. I didn't notice, but he has done it. He has set himself enemy with Foghorn TV. And these bombard towers, oh my god, look at this. Doing 1 damage to each ram. And I think he's set himself enemy to... Oh, he's done it. He's actually set himself enemy to Flowriders. Oh, look at this. Oh, gee. Yeah, everybody is his enemy. Everybody. The trade's going down. Gamisha's bombard towers taking out all the buildings out here. All the units as they're running all the way up. They're just getting flattened by the bombard towers. Gamisha, unbelievable. Look at this. Killing all the camels at the front. Taking out the galleons on the top. Killing all the trade in this trade line. Gamisha, you beast. Up in the north of the map, just killing everything. Taking out all the buildings. Taking down all the buildings. Taking down all the trade. Flowrider here, his score dropping, losing everything. All of his economy, his town centers, his villages, his mills. Every unit under pressure. And he's resigned as well. Gamisha. Oh, he's actually going to get the win through Bombard Tower victory, I suppose. Obviously, you know, Tilly and Orange, they're still safe up in the north of the map here, and he's still got a ton of Huskarls. But can they really take Gamisha out? Can they really do it? I highly doubt it here. I highly doubt it. Gamisha just going to get so many kills right now. Look at that. Oh my god. Gamisha's KD... 841 kills, 285 deaths. He was on 400 kills before he set everyone to enemy. And now he's suddenly got 400 kills in the space of about 2 minutes. And he's still trading. He's trading with Flowrider up here as well, which is ridiculous. But yeah. What about raisings? What about raisings? We'll have to have a look at that at the end of the game. But Gamisha has just like doubled his kills in about a minute's time. Killing 887 units, losing 287, and more to go, I assume, as well, as he just kills everything. But with Flowrider out of the game, Gamisha's basically won right now. Everywhere is a barren wasteland, destroyed by war. And, oh my god, is that... Oh, it's Tilly. I keep thinking Kalis is Tilly here. Kalis is actually rebuilding again, for some reason. I don't know why, but he's having a go at it. And these guys try and take down the bombards in the north. I don't think they realize just how many bombards he has. They might be feeling like they're doing a good job. They might be feeling like, hey, we're making progress, taking these bombards down. I don't think they realize quite how many bombards they need to kill. I mean, it's all well and good taking these down, but they've got an entire map covered in bombard towers. And look at this now. Gamisha, 941 kills. That's another 100 kills since we last looked. And more and more and more on the way as Flowrider's population is reduced to just 7. Flowrider has 7 population now. His entire economy, his entire military wiped off the face of the earth. And Quater has got a small army left, but I think that's basically it. We're going to call Gamisha the winner of this one. And my game's lagging up really hard, so I'm not going to continue watching this game anymore. I've streamed for like an hour and 15 minutes, longer than I should have done this evening, because this game carried on so long. But thank you guys for watching. We're gonna take that as Gamisha's victory right there. The game could go on for another hour, who knows, with Do You Like That and Tilly fighting on forever. But massive kudos to Do You Like That and Tilly, the orange and grey player. They took on the world 6v2. And they held their own right to the bitter end, even lasting longer than Flowrider here. You know, maybe Grey and Orange will get the win, But I don't have the 2 hours to sit and watch this game until they do. So I'm going to head off now, though, guys. Gamisha here with a huge number of galleons on the water. He's going to go to the water to try and take these guys out. And, you know, I think Gamisha will win this. Remember, guys, he's got a huge amount of trade still. And I think they're going to call GG anyway. Foghorn's resigned. And, yeah, I mean, Kalis has got nothing left. And the other guys don't have any wood either, bear in mind that. They don't have any wood, so once Gamisha has the water, you can just kill them, pepper them from the water, and take it like that. But yeah, we're going to check the achievements though. We're going to check the achievements here real quick. Like, I can't even move my mouse across the screen without it lagging. But checking the achievements, we can see that Gamisha here, 312 buildings raised, with a total of 1,033 units killed, 315 lost. The Bombard Towers, absolutely killing it right there. Economy-wise, Gamisha, most stone. Why am I not surprised? But Flowrider had the most gold that game. A huge amount of trade profit. Just look at that. 12k trade profit. Which, wait, is that even... No. That's 124,000. 124,000 trade profit. I didn't even believe the number when I saw that. And yeah, that's nutty stuff. Lots of relic gold for Tilly though. That certainly worked out well for him. 10k relic gold. And there's the timeline as well, with Gamisha at the end just taking a huge jump as he kills everything. Look at Flowrider, from absolute hero to absolute zero in a matter of seconds. But let's go back into the game real quick here. Obviously, Tilly and Orange going to fight on, but my game's lagging so hard, and I gotta go, guys. But it's been fun, and I hope you enjoyed this game. Gamisha is going to be crowned our victor for today, and I will see you guys next time. I'm going to